Hey everybody, I wanted to create this video. Want is not the correct word, but let's just sort of try and get into it. Is Walmart. I'm not sure if a lot of people are aware of this, but Walmart, this video is especially aimed, this is for everybody, and I mean that this is for everyone, so please don't turn off, but that for animal cruelty, there are a lot of people who are very, concerned about that subject. However, I know sometimes it can be hard for people, but they choose to shop at Walmart. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, in the last 4, 5, I don't know how many years, 6 years, most of my life, I'd never shopped at Walmart because they just always seemed like a really bad company to me. I had no idea how bad they were until I learned about RFID. I'll get into that at the end of this video after I talk about the animal cruelty sort of thing, and its impacts. The only time I have shopped at Walmart within the last 2 years is because I had no choice. The rest of the stuff I bought online on eBay, but some of the stuff you can't ship very well without it breaking. So I did buy a makeup from Wet n Wild at Walmart because that's the only place in Canada, at least in the major city that I'm in, to find it. I looked everywhere else. I called. There's the only place I could buy it. And if it's a company that is in drugstores, it's very hard to find. Like, we don't have Milani, which is cruelty-free here in Canada and a lot of places around the world. Regardless, the moral of the story is it's the only thing I've bought there because I had no choice, and I figured this was making an impact. In terms of, I'd rather buy some cruelty-free from a store that's not very ethical and does a lot of bad things. However, that's the only thing I will tell you to please buy at Walmart if you have to, if you can't find anything else. If you're buying anything else besides a cruelty-free brand that you're not going to get there unless you absolutely have to, please don't shop there. Please, it's up to you. It's your decision. It's your money. One of my best friends shops at Walmart routinely. I've told her not to. I've even gone with her once, and she knows how much I hate that store, but I've gone in going, okay, I'm not going to buy anything. And I know times are tough. But Walmart, if you care about animal cruelty, you're really thinking about not shopping there. I know there are some people on YouTube and just around the world who are vegetarian or vegan, and they don't, but they may have people in their family where they buy meat there, specifically pork, pigs, that is extremely cruel and inhumane, that the way they treat them at Walmart. I found a video just now where Bob Barker, I know some people say, oh, Bob Barker, but I think he's done some great things for animals. I'm not for or against him, really. I'm just sort of I am for the fact that he has bringing awareness to this issue. Now, this is the issue, okay? I'm going to put a link to the video to describe it because I know some people, I had a hard time watching. I can't usually watch the animal cruelty, sort of what is actually happening in the videos. However, this time I did watch it because I wanted to be very informed on this issue. Okay, I'm going to try and say this as quickly and concisely as possible. Pork suppliers, for Walmart we're talking about here, routinely supply pigs in cages that barely are bigger than their bodies. They are mutilating, you see exactly what I'm talking about. This isn't just words, people. You see what I'm talking about, literally. Mutilating baby piglets, fly-infested cages, so small they can't even lie down for their entire lives. Imagine how you would feel your whole fucking life, excuse my language. You can't even lie down. You have nothing to do. You can't do anything. They're found suffering and bleeding because they're frustrated that they're living like this. I'm just really passionate about this. But they're denied proper veterinary care. They're dead and dying piglets. And Walmart's pork supplier, their testicles and tails are ripped off without painkillers, violently slamming their heads into concrete floors. And you see exactly what I'm talking about, them doing this. They can't move their entire life. It is so inhumane. These have been banned, these crates that they carry them in the EU. In many states in the US, in Maine, Ohio, California. They're called gestation crates. Walmart condones. They say, yep, we're going to buy it from pork suppliers that cram them into this inhumane way of being. If you want to eat meat, that's your choice, that's fine, Well, I won't say that's fine, that's up to you. It's not my place to judge. But you can choose to buy, they can choose to buy their pork from where they're not treated inhumanely. And even fast food chains, this kind of surprised me, like McDonald's, Burger King, those are even saying they're saying we can't buy it from there anymore, probably because they're getting backlash for it. So you may think when you're buying that sweater or whatever it is that you're buying at Walmart, there's a high cost for low price. If you want to know more, I'm putting all the link in the videos in the down bar, walmartcruelty.com. Another thing that Walmart does that is extremely bad, which is the main reason why I originally didn't choose not to shop at Walmart, is Walmart uses, I know this is a big thing, RFID, radio frequency identification tags. They're the ones who, I know this is going to seem a little, I'll put a link to the video down below, where they put chips in their products. Walmart is the one who is pushed. I don't know if there's things like this, we take it for granted now, is when you buy an item, if you see like a barcode on the item, but they didn't used to be barcodes, and when they first introduced barcodes, there was quite how would you say, a concern that this would be used improperly for that, well, if there's a barcode, we'll always make sure the price is on the product so you're not being overcharged. I don't know about you, but I've had many times this year. I'll give an example of in Canada, which is just like Walgreens, Shoppers Drug Mart, where I'm routinely not charged the correct amount, and if it's under $10, by law, they have to give you for free. It's more about the moral and why don't try and overcharge me. I've had to fight it, even for something simple as like pens. I bought some pens once, and they gave me an argument, and I'm just like, this isn't right what you're doing. You're trying to overcharge me for something that it says a different price, blah, 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 blah. Beyond the pricing, the barcode, but they now have RFID, where they have chips in the products. Walmart is the one who is pushed to make sure that companies, unless they have the chips that are in the products, that again, there's so many privacy concerns regarding it and where it's actually leading to and what it does, including the inhumane use of it in animals, where it's killing cats and dogs as well as other main animals. Look it up. I'm not making this up. Just be really careful of who you choose to support. You know that there's so many other options out there. I know it may not be, $1 or $2 more than Walmart, but there's a high, like another documentary, Walmart, the high cost of low price, the way they treat their employees, just a really evil company. And again, it just makes me even more go, unless I absolutely have to go to Walmart to buy something, I'd really rather not. And I'd even pay the extra couple of dollars if I can to buy it online. That's how much I really despise Walmart. So just letting you know, if you think you're cruelty-free, and you are, and that's great, and I'm not claiming to be a saint, I'm not saying the expert, I'm just bringing the awareness to this issue. You choose to shop at Walmart, your dollars are going towards them to do these things, to treat their employees like crap, to use invasive technology that is not good for people, it's not good for animals. Where does it end? It starts with you. That's where it ends. If people say no and they choose to shop somewhere else, be the change you want to be in the world. Use your heart. If you saw the video that I just saw, again, you don't have to look at the video. I completely understand. That's why I went. Completely understand. But think about where your money's going to and what it's funding and supporting. Another thing that came to my attention recently was Nestle. Nestle Pure Life Water. Nestle, they have the chocolate. They use child labor. Yeah, I sort of haven't heard about it, but I looked it up, where they're not paid. Where children are working in Africa for the chocolate and not paid properly, as well as the water. This is completely disgusting. They spend, to fill a full tank, like we're talking a truck, where there's a full tank of water, it costs them $10, and they make, I believe it was $50,000. $50,000 or $500,000 off that one tank that they bottle into water. $10, they make $50,000, $500,000. There have been lawsuits against them, and guess who always wins? Nestle appeals it, and again, I'll give a link to that. So I'm calling and urging you to try your best to make an effort to not buy. Look on the back of the chocolate bar for those who are not vegan or vegetarian, blah, blah, blah. Don't support that. There are other options. The last thing I'll say before I go, the next thing in the RFID world, this is again just to give you some information, is the chips. Again, I'll use an example of a chip on a card. Here, this is the chip. It's on your card. And it's on your debit or checking card, whatever, or your credit card. And the next thing it's coming to, if you have a bank that has branches, I noticed that they are now starting to roll out having the chip readers when you go to the branch, which wasn't a complete surprise to me. That wasn't what you should be concerned about. What it did say though is now, from now on, you no longer need to show ID or sign. So potentially you could go into a bank if somebody had a way to duplicate or replicate your card, which it can be done, or if they have your PIN, as well, and whatever the reason, can go into the bank, take out your money. You don't need to sign. You don't need any ID to prove who you are. What you can do about it, what I did is I told my bank, hell no, I'm not doing that or I'll leave. So what you're going to be doing is you ask that they have a signature, or at least it's something. So it now pops up on the screen, and I tested it by going to 2 different branches. And I asked them, and I made sure to take a look at their eyes and see how they were looking at the screen. And it did come up where they must ask, no matter what the amount is, if there's a withdrawal in my bank, for them to make sure there's a signature. Alright, hope this message serves you well. Sorry if it seems, not as fun as usual videos. Hello, and thank you so much to my new subscribers. And don't say I didn't tell you.